Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a general-ish reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Dragons. So Virgo, Sun, Moon or Rising, born in the year of the Dragon. And where have I put my little book? So the years of the Dragon, after Chinese New Year this is, so what's that, around January the 15th I think. We are looking at 1952, 64, 76, 88, what a year that was, 2000 or 2012. Now I imagine if it was 2012 you're a bit young to be watching this. Go and do something else. So it's a new spread, it's a new setup. This is only like reading number 5. It's something that I've been inspired to do for a long time, but I just had to wait to get the right oracle decks and the right cards to go with it. I will be referring to the books on some of them because some of these are new decks and I'm still learning my way around them. Plus, well, I'll explain it, interesting thing with bookmarks. But anyway, as a general reading rules apply. So roles can be reversed. If there's another person who appears in the reading, then I may think I'm talking about them and I'm talking about you and vice versa. Timing with divination is hardly absolute. I'm looking for this reading to be looking over the summer season, the retrograde season, the eclipse season that's coming up, but summer 2020-ish. Because towards the end of the year the astrology all goes crazy again. That'll be something to look forward to. But really it's a reading that's valid whenever you're led to it, whenever it's appropriate for you. At this point, you know, it may be valid for you then. It may be something where you can go, yeah, I remember when that happened. But it's a guidance reading. There's not really a past or even a present in this reading. It is mainly a guidance reading. But what I would like you to do is ask a question beforehand. So pause the video if you have to, think about all of the questions that surround you and focus on one of them. Focus because it gives energy to the process. Energy in, energy out. Hopefully you'll get a better reading from it. But be aware of all of the questions that you are asking, or that are floating around you rather, because the cards will answer whatever they choose and not necessarily what you and I think are the most important things. Now, if you don't know what your moon or rising signs are, there is a link down below for a free birth chart. Also down there is a link to the Facebook group where I post these videos, obviously, but other readers, the astrology videos that I watch, or the topical ones anyway. And you can contact me directly through there if you're interested in a personal reading. Just, yeah, hit me up. Also, while you're down there, if this reading means anything to you, please do comment down below. I would really love feedback on this new format because I don't like really referring to the books, so I still feel a little bit weird about it. But the pressure, the urge to do it was getting more and more and more, and so there's 144 of these to do. After I finish this, 138 to go. Yeah, I think you're my 6th. So hopefully this will be a useful reading for you. Please do, if you like the reading, click the like button. It helps the video get oomphed up in search results. And click the subscribe button while you're here. I'll be very grateful because I'm a young channel. I'm still developing and every subscriber helps. So thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed so far. Now, I think that's enough waffle from me. I've covered everything. So let's bring the cards up and you'll see what I mean about a lot of decks. If the computer, well, there we go. Right. So, excuse me. We have the Mists of Avalon, the Wisdom of the House of Night, the Angelarium, Occult Tarot, I Ching, Saints and Mystics. Some Tao Te Ching cards that I have. I will read that towards the end of the reading. Akashic Tarot, Archangel Oracle, These are 3 oracle decks put together. These represent the gods that are supporting you and the archontic masks of the gods that are trying to suppress you and keep you separated from the divine. Now, these 2 were interesting because Zeus came out first, and I normally take the oppressing god first, but I hadn't even got so far as saying, can you tell me what god is oppressing Virgo dragons? And he was out. And then, so the second card I got pretty much immediately was Typhon. Now, I got the impression that Zeus didn't want to go in that pile, but I rather get the impression that you're in a weird situation where they are both helping and hindering. So true Zeus and true Typhon are assisting you. The archontic illusion of Zeus and of Typhon are suppressing you, trying to keep you separated from your divine purpose, which is an I've not had this occur before, so it's an interesting space to be in. But quite possibly this is a love reading. It may be about unifying forces within you, but we have 2 of Dragonflies, which is the 2 of Cups, immediately followed by the Lovers. We have the 2 of Cups appearing here. We've got the Miracle of Love here. So I pulled some Romance Angels, but I will bring them out when I get to the right point briefly. Now, what I'm picking up from all this, I mean, I'm so tempted to call the reading Happily Ever After because of what goes on here. But as I say, the angel of the Miracle of Love is the angel whose energies is sweeping all over this reading. I am brought alive by the Miracle of Love. So that image of being brought alive is something that I want to focus on. We have from the Mist of Avalon Oracle, Brigid. Now, what Brigid tells you is that you need to reignite your passion about something or other. Something where the passion has slightly drifted off a little. You know, it's like, do I really care as much as what I did? And the answer is rationally, yes. Yes, you do. But that enthusiasm just needs a little oomph. And especially the time is now, because that was clarified or bookmarked in the book by the Temperance card. You may have seen in the shuffle video that you've already seen that side, that I shuffled this really tiny deck of cards there for the bookmarks. Now, Brigid, reignite the spark of passion inside you that has burned down to a flicker. Take some time to plan and plot a course of action that will ignite your passion once again. Restore your weariness and refuel your soul energy so that you can achieve all you set your heart's desire on. So I feel like there's something that you've been trying for, something that you've been working towards. You know, this could be a relationship, this could be a project, this could be, we all know those people who the love of their life is science or politics or even ornithology. You know, that everyone has that passion. So it could be that, certainly in light of recent circumstance, whatever your passion was, you're a bit sort of about it. If it is a relationship reading, same holds true. Same holds true. But there's something that you may have been a little blind to recently that has helped engender this malaise, because the challenge that you will be facing is the burden that you are carrying. We have the 10 of Wands, Marbus, causes and cures diseases, tells secrets and things hidden, and can make one shapeshift. Now, with Typhon and Zeus there, Zeus is a well-known shapeshifter for his philandering. He would turn into an eagle. He would turn into a swan. I think with Leda, he turned into a swan, the mother of Apollo. I know he turned into an eagle with somebody. Perseus's mother? Anyway, whoever. And Typhon is a formless beast. Yeah, okay, they've painted him beautifully on here, but he is a formless beast. He is anger and rage personified. And I feel like maybe through circumstance you have been shifted into a position where you're not quite being you. You've had to shapeshift to deal with whatever it is that is going on. And this appears to be coming from some form of authority. From the saints and mystics, we have Saint Martha. Let me just bring these a bit closer so I don't keep disappearing out the camera. And Martha is clarified by the Five of Swords, which here in this particular deck is a card of conflict. It's not a card of the conflict is now over. So she's the sister of Lazarus, who Jesus rose from the dead, and a key disciple. She was counselled by Jesus to take rest and take time for quiet contemplation. But instead, she worked incessantly trying to keep the space sacred and under control. Now, she shows us emotionally how to be grounded by her faith, especially when facing darkness and hysteria. There's some chaos here. This darkness and hysteria that she is fighting with Typhon, who is chaos personified. I mean, not the chaos of one of the Greek creation myths, but still is chaos personified. She breaks down destructive cycles and helps us get out of our heads and back into our hearts, reigniting the passion once more. When things seem to begin to lose control, knowledge of and faith in miracles becomes the key to conquering even the darkest and deadliest demons in our way. St. Martha leads us towards understanding and acceptance of the infinite, enormous scope of the spiritual world, utilising secrets and knowledge practically to tackle situations. She activates the connection between the crown and solar plexus chakras, enabling a powerful surge of energy into our aura to empower the leader of service within us. She is effective in neutralising negative energies and helps us regain control over seemingly uncontrollable situations. Now, Zeus in another deck represents authority. So there's almost like you are needing to exert your authority over a situation, and I feel that also there is an authority coming in to try and hem you in and to stop you exerting that authority. So it's your authority against someone or something else's. And no wonder that can make you angry. Typhon here is anger and rage. Channel that anger and don't be blind to those who support you. Yeah, don't be blind to those who support you. I think friends is something here where you are able to fall back on and gain strength with and recharge your batteries. And maybe contact with one or two of your friends will help you remember what it was you was passionate about and why you were passionate about, and bring that passion back. Because we have, from the Wisdom of the House of Knights, we have the Belonging card, which looks very sinister, but remember this is from a set of fiction books all about vampires, you know, so it's going to be like an Addams Family house. Now this was clarified with the Ten of Cups. So, friends are helping here, definitely. Now, this has got a lovely little phrase in this one. My dear one, I know you have been searching your whole life for a sense of belonging, a feeling of home and acceptance. Come and enter the house of night. For when you choose this symbol, you have joined us in this community of beauty, friendship, and secrets only shared and known among my chosen ones. You are chosen to belong. This symbol also tells you that you are in the right place now. You are home. Be at home inside yourself. Learn to be comfortable in your own skin. When you choose this symbol, know that I, Nyx, goddess of night, have chosen you. Now, this is Nyx, goddess of night, out of the fictional House of Night books. So, you know, there's you can take that bit with a pinch of salt. But that sentiment of coming into where you are belonging, being comfortable in your own skin, through the act, I believe, of reigniting this passion after you have been forced to shapeshift into something that you're not. So that's quite an interesting challenge that has been going on. Now, we also have, to back this up, we've got Sandalphon, the angel of new life. Sandalphon always heralds something new, and therefore probably arrives at the point of the destruction of something old that is cleared away to make the space. Now, he is bringing change for you. Death card. Okay, so that's what he got clarified with. When the time is right, the twin angel will return. Sandalphon was the first, and now we follow it forward along the shoreline and into the water. Sandalphon's footstep brings with it great fear, but also awe and hope. With each step, we move closer to the conclusion and a new beginning. Embrace this new epoch. What has come has already passed. What will be is still a dream. Sandalphon flows through it all. When a new era emerges, the blood of the twin angel brings fertility to everything it touches. Angelarium too was formed this way, so too will the next world, born in the wake of Sandalphon. So, there is transformation coming, and there is this is based on reigniting your passion and connecting with friends. Maybe a new group of friends, but I still get that sense of an old group of friends as well, mainly because you've got this Two of Cups here, signified by the Ten of Pentacles, which is the established material home and community that is around you right now. Now, even though your friends may not be around you this moment, they're only a phone call away. They're only a WhatsApp or a Skype or a Zoom away. You know, so you can still spend time with them even if you're still on lockdown wherever you are in the world. And that's still all true even if you're not on lockdown. They're only a phone call away. You know, just get in touch. Remember that these are people that you love, and therefore it is useful for you to connect to them. Because this whole process here, from the spell cards, we've got on target, follow your ideal life path. And what I feel is that there was something that you had been aiming for, and like I said, the wind was taken out of your sails, and that's what we're trying to, what Spirit here is trying to say, no, go on, do it. Now's the time. Temperance card there, now is the time. Right, so where are we? Now's certainly the time for increased efforts and increased returns. The Six of Keys, the increscent moon. Now, this got clarified with the Knave of Pentacles. So slow progress, but leveling up. You have to level up now, and you will be leveling up. Now, the waxing moon on this card shows an exciting time of increase, abundance, and growth. Your efforts have combined with external circumstances, and even the stars have aligned. If things have been financially tight for you recently, relax. There's great opportunity for increase in fulfillment in every way, financially, creatively, and even in your reputation and prestige. So just do your work and get ready to receive. Because with the Six of Keys, it is a bit like the, is it the Eight of Pentacles, where you can have a man that's working, doing the same thing again and again and again. Here, there is a man working in his workshop. And the effort that you put in right now, combined with the effort that you've already put in, combined with the fact that new things are coming in, that influence of Sandalphon, is going to have increased returns. These miracles that St. Martha is asking you to believe in will arrive, but they're not arriving out of nowhere. They are arriving out of your efforts and out of the recognition of your efforts. But the Lover's card here, you have to decide that this is what you're going to go for, and you have to decide that you're going to go for it now. It may be, it may appear slow, but by the very act of rededicating yourself, and I do feel like it's rededicating yourself rather than dedicating yourself, which figures with this being retrograde season and like more than half of the solar system's in retrograde from our point of view over the summer, but it also figures with Jupiter, who obviously Jupiter the planet to Jupiter the god, who is Zeus. And here Zeus is about divine expansion, exactly what the planet Jupiter is about, expansion. Now, Jupiter is limited in Capricorn, but that expansion energy is still there. And since Jupiter is turning retrograde, or it has turned retrograde already, I can't remember off the top of my head, I think it probably has, that indicates to me that the expansion is with going back to something. Even if you are struggling against some form of authority around you, it is going back to something where the benefits will be. So reigniting an old passion, which in and of itself invites in a new life, because whatever this old passion is, it's not been one that's dominated your life so far. It's one that could dominate your life if you let it, if you want it. And I feel that this passion is one where you'd go, yeah, I want that. Yes, I want that. So then we have, through this through this work, through the choice of going, yeah, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring these two things together, like my life and my passion. So this could be a person, this could be a vocation. You know, if it's a person, it's going well. You've got Two of Cups again at the end, right under the Queen of Moths. So if you are trying to manifest a partner, for example, yep, time to get back out there and have faith in the process. If you are trying to manifest a new role, a new job, that again is here, but that job has to be in the line of something that you've already been doing, that you have a passion for, and yeah, you know, the whole make money out of your hobby sort of thing. But a transformation is coming, a transformation that is spirit-led, definitely. We have, while you are achieving balance and balancing your authority or sword of law with somebody else's sword of law, the intuition starts coming in, and while you're leveling up from the work that you've been putting in anew, there is transformation. Judgment card here, followed twice by the High Priestess. So one that is telling me that wisdom is coming in, and I don't just mean from spirit there, I mean from the whole world around, that you have the eyes to see this wisdom, that you are balancing these two forces. And interestingly, right, what does that mean? Right, there is reading for you to do, but it's not like you don't know what subject on. But there's almost like, because remember how everything was all about secrets earlier on? It's almost like, it's not that it's secret, but something that you've been blind to. But from what you read, you learn something that clicks loads of things into place. I'm not saying even that that's a secret, because it's in a book. Things that are secret aren't normally in books, because that stops them being secret. But it's been a secret from you, because you haven't known it. So there's some form of bookwork that enables you, Six of Swords, to move on to a better place, a better land. You know, so whether that's relationship territory, whether that's job or vocation territory, you're leveling up. And it may well include a physical move or a physical change of job. It may well involve going from dating to engaged, you know, if it's the relationship aspect thing. It may well be moving from doing your hobby in your living room or your study or your garage to exhibiting it at trade shows. Do you know what I mean? There is a better land that you are going to, and that is where you are manifesting that true union. So we have the proper, as I like to think of it, Two of Cups here, with the Rider-Waite Two of Cups. We have that sense of healing that is achieved through all of this, and this all comes from you reigniting your passion at the very start of it, because you will be gaining a good harvest, but you're going to need strength to get through all of this, to get through the work of all of this. So this is not I'm not necessarily talking about like the emotional strength of, oh, I don't know, I can face anymore, but certainly the strength of, and now I've got to do that same thing again, another 40 times. Much like me having to do another 138 of these readings, you know. It's daunting, but bit by bit, doing what you can. Now, as I said, I did pull some romance angels, so here's a good time. So if it is the romance, there is three messages here. So we got the you deserve love, you are lovable. So that is also what I'm thinking with that reignite your passion. It's not just I have a passion for this thing, I love this thing again. I think there's also an element of I am worthy to do this thing. You know, because with the passion fading, there's I'm not really good enough for it. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And that's all I'm going to say for that. Then we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. So I'll leave that one with you. But I also want to interpret it as in a new job contract, as in signing up for those trade show tables, as in certainly, look how important the book was to me on this High Priestess card, where you're getting wisdom from a book. You are definitely putting pen to paper and signing a contract somewhere along on throughout all of here, which also will explain this Two of Swords. It's like, one thing I would say here is read all the contracts carefully. And finally, worth waiting for, because didn't I say things would be slow? Divine timing is at work in your love life. But the worth waiting for rather tells me that not just that it is worth waiting for, but that it has been. Because part of the reason that your passion had subsided somewhat was the fact that it wasn't happening, it wasn't coming around, whether it's the job, the hobby for money, the vocation, the whatever. But I do want to caution you to be humble through all of this, because there is that danger of anger and rage. So whatever the authority is that you are slightly clashing with, be nice about it. And the reason I say that is some of the things that we've picked up already, but also the verse from the Tao Te Ching. I've got verse number 24. Do not flaunt. He who tiptoes cannot stand. He who strides cannot walk. He who sees only himself is not enlightened. He who is self-righteous is not notable. He who boasts about himself will have no merit. He who praises himself will have no improvement. The way he takes the Tao, as if eating with a full stomach and moving with excess baggage, will be disliked. Therefore, he who follows the Tao will not abide this. So, where was that? Oh yeah, the increscent moon card. There is a value in the humbleness, and I don't want to say humility, I want to say humbleness, because it's affected. If you reignite your passion, you know, the whole you deserve love, you deserve this, then humility can disappear out of the window somewhat. But while you've been restricted by authority and chafing at the bit, and while you've been losing some of that passion, it has made you a little more humble. Now, I would keep that as an approach, even as you disappear off into your workshop, say it's a project that you're doing or a product that you're making or what have you. You disappear off in the workshop and then you can go, yeah, look at me, and look at all this I've done. And yeah, you should be proud of yourself. Yes, you should be proud of yourself. But with presenting it to the world, maybe cultivate that, not sense of lack of passion, but that as an affectation, I want you to look at all right, no, it's working again. Right, so where was I? Oh, there's good. See if I can get that working again. Now, I want you to cultivate that sense of humbleness. I want you to see this and see if you think it's good enough. I mean, you know it's good enough. But you can alienate your target, whether it's a target market or a target customer or a target partner. I think there could be an element of alienation if you are too over the top with it. You know it's good enough, but let it stand on its own merit. Let them find out. So, have I done all of the cards? Yes, that is it, Virgo dragons. So if this reading means anything to you, or if you have any feedback or criticisms on the reading, oh, it's not quite it, is it? The I Ching. I didn't do the hexagram, which was also, I knew there was another judgment card. It also was clarified by judgment. So there's another there is another emphasis on that sense of transformation. Now it's number 15, which is earth below, earth above, mountain below, mountain within earth. Modesty covers hidden strengths. I knew there was a reason I was talking about all of this. Right. The image of a mountain concealed within the earth symbolizes something bigger and more powerful than is revealed on the surface. The superior person works quietly and does not seek acclaim. A good leader does not boast of victories, but moves steadily forward with a quiet confidence. Such modesty brings great respect and success. So that was echoed in the other cards as well, and definitely echoed with that Tao Te Ching verse. The synchronicity on this is lovely. But be humble, and things are going to go your way. Miracles are coming. Reignite the passion. Miracles are coming. Be humble, and you will get certainly not just desserts. You will get abundance out of this, whatever that happens to mean. And now I really have finished. So as I said, comment down below. comments, criticisms, whatever. I'd be interested to hear what you think about this this style of reading. It's not what I normally do. And if you've requests for any others for people, you know, pop them down there as well. This one came from a request, and yes, you know who you are because I know you're watching. And I hope you're well. So in the meantime, this sounds positive, doesn't it? In the meantime, your monthlies will be out soon, so stay posted. Cheers.